31 News.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a beautiful morning. That sun is feeling hot already on this Thursday, and we're going to talk about tiny houses. You know, there's kind of a bit of a movement going on. You've seen them grow in popularity a lot, and there's a big tiny home event happening here in Colorado. We've got Art. So, Art, this is the Colorado Tiny House Festival. Last year it was packed. I'm assuming you're expecting the same thing this year. Why do you think there's so much interest in this?
Well, you know, a lot of people are looking for affordable housing, a way of minimizing their space and downsizing. Some people are just looking for an alternative to an RV.
Yeah.
So they fit a lot of different scenarios.
Well, and how do you describe a tiny house? Is it an RV or is it something different than an RV?
It's definitely different than an RV. They last a lot longer than most RVs. A tiny house is typically anything 400 square feet or smaller. And in this case, it's on a trailer. It could be on a foundation, but sometimes there's school buses or vans that people have converted, so all sorts of different stuff.
And that's what the festival is all about, just checking out all kinds of tiny houses, right?
Yeah, a lot of different variations of tiny houses, even in different levels of completion. So
we got Art here. He's with Rafter B Tiny Homes, and so Art's going to give us a tour of one of.
I'm Gerald. This is Art.
Excuse me. I'm
That's
sorry.
all right,
We just
that's
talked
all right.
to Art. We've got Gerald here. Gerald, let's go inside of this home, and you can tell us more about it. I'll let you go first.
Okay, go.
And this is a really good example of a tiny home, and it's beautiful inside. You get inside, it's got. I think this is shiplap. Joanna Gaines taught me something.
Nice. Yeah, these are shiplap walls, whitewashed shiplap walls. When people walk inside this tiny home, we just wanted them to feel like they were walking into an old farmhouse. And in fact,
cool.
Some of the materials that we were able to get our hands on for this build did come from some old farmhouses.
Right?
Some of this wood that you see in the ceilings came from an old farmhouse that was built in the 1890s.
Wow.
And another farmhouse that was built in the early 1900s.
This is clearly not an RV. I mean, you have to build something that has more character than an RV. Is that what it's all about?
Yes, sir. And the big difference between tiny homes and RVs is the way they're insulated. So RVs will typically have 2-inch walls.
Yeah.
It's hard to heat and cool them
Right.
with that much insulation. These tiny homes are actually framed like a stick-built home, like the home you live in and I live in. It has 3.5 inches of closed-cell spray foam insulation, so it's much easier to heat them and cool them.
Well, the difficulty has to be the fact that, you know, people might hitch this to a truck and take it, and it's got to survive the bumpy road drive. That's got to be difficult.
Yes, sir, it is. But that insulation really solidifies everything.
Got it.
So it just pulls everything together, and these things are rock solid.
So how many square feet are we standing in right now?
This one's about 270 square feet.
And how much would something like this cost?
You know, our low-end model is about $55,000. Our high-end model is about $85,000.
Okay.
This one's kind of right in the middle, about $68,000, $70,000.
So you can kind of spend as much or as little as you want. Well, thank you so much for the tour. This is pretty cool. Again,
Yeah.
like I feel like this is Joanna Gaines approved. It's got that kind of farmhouse look going on. And real quickly, before we wrap up here, I just want to talk a little bit about the festival. Where is it? How can you get tickets? How does that work?
So it's at Adams County Fairgrounds in Brighton, Colorado. You can get tickets at ColoradoTinyHouseFestival.com, or you can get tickets at the door at the festival.
And if last year is any indication, it'll be another crowded year this year. A lot of interest in this. Let's get back inside. Again, Christine, as I said, the sunshine is just awesome this morning. It's a nice, beautiful morning out here.